Lucid dreaming is a state which one is conscious enough to recognize that one is within the dream and which stays in one's memory. This can allow you to transform the dream world into an alternate reality where your senses are as authentic as real life, and that lucidity occurs when the brain realizes it is inside a dream. So, how did I attempt lucid dreaming? The following steps allowed me to lucid dream. Step 1 is to find your technique. The first step, so the techniques I used were mild and wild. There are also many techniques that you can find online, but I found that these two techniques, mild and wild, are the most easiest and simplest to use. If you have preferences and parts of techniques that you would like to use, then you should combine them together to make the best experience for you to practice lucid dreaming. So what is mild? Mnemonic-induced lucid dreaming. Mnemonic devices are essentially reality checks. So counting your fingers and pushing your fingers through your hand, and while asking yourself the question, am I lucid dreaming, allow you to realize that you're in reality instead of in the dream world. Because if you're in the dream world, then your fingers would be like weird and warped, and your fingers would go through your palm. Along with these reality checks, I would dream recall by writing down my dreams in the morning, giving myself lucid affirmations such as, I am lucid dream, I will lucid dream, I will lucid dream, I will lucid dream, and trying to visualize my dreams to allow me to further get closer to lucid dreaming. The other technique is wild, wake-induced lucid dreaming. I attempted this technique less frequently compared to mild because of the high intensity of concentration, and it takes a lot more time. This does not help to my busy schedule of sports, academics, and band. To start this technique, first you start by lying down in bed, getting comfortable, then you relax your muscles, then you control your breathing, slow down, relax, just get into that state of lucid dreaming, and then you start to visualize and hear and just immerse yourself into the lucid dream. This technique is used so you can ease into this lucid dream. The second step to do is to keep a dream journal. This dream journal is to help you record your dreams down, so you can so then you can remember your dreams once you wake up in the morning. And it's also used to help you increase the chances of lucid dreaming and to help you remember your dreams, so you can tell yourself you're in a dream. Most of the dreams I experienced had at least one person I knew, and/or would correlate to a personal thing in life, such as a problem I had. But this story I'm going to tell you does not correlate to either of those things. So I was put into a room, I was put into an experiment where hundreds of participants were all to stay in a small area and would live without sugar. I led to people dead, covered in blood, and I decided to investigate. There was a stage in the middle of this area with the purpose of just distracting people, to entertain them, to get them off of thinking about food. So the people, including me, were not getting enough food, so I decided to try to find the kitchen. I looked behind the stage, thinking that's where the kitchen would be, but obviously it's not, because it's in the center of the stage. But when you're in lucid dreaming, it doesn't the world changes. It's not like constantly the same thing. So then when I went behind the stage, and I heard the authority that coming in, and I was just like, oh no, I don't want to hear them. So I run into a room that was nearby. It's dark, and I close the door so I don't get caught. So then I hear the mastermind talk about this, the plan to actually allow us to eat food now, and to instead of trying to entertain us for days. So I want to write this down so that, like, in my dream. So I decided to turn on the light in the room and write down the notes that he was actually going to allow us to eat. So then once that happened, I hear this creepy voice right beyond the door, and he's like, oh, there's someone creeping around here, and he's shaking the door. He's trying to get in. And I was like, and then after I'm in the dream, I told myself, I'm in a dream, and I wake up. So the final step to lucid dreaming is meditation. Although I did not do this because of time constraints, it's used to allow you to have a higher sense of focus, which is a higher level of concentration, and essence, which is a quiet stillness of the mind. The added benefits of meditation are relaxation, stress relief, concentration, learning, altered states of awareness, and encouraging abstract thoughts. So you're probably thinking, what's the benefit to all this? Well, there are many benefits such as removing fear in your life, emotional healing of past emotional pain, getting used to bad situations, and so on. Lucid dreaming has benefited me, such as allowing me to have a different perspective on what I see around me instead of being narrow-minded, and trying to solving problems to solution, or solving problems to solving or getting solutions to solve problems in my life. So overall, I've been lucid dreaming for 48 days, spending about 2 minutes throughout the day, and setting the timer before I sleep. Dedicating just a small amount of time every day can allow you to become a lucid dreamer, and you can join me in lucid dreaming. Thank you.